Hi and welcome back. This is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking, and I'm bringing you another very simple recipe today. It's one for after the holidays. You can use now and all through the spring and summer also. A lot of people have asked me to show them a peach cobbler, so we're going to make a simple peach cobbler today. I'm going to use Bisquick as my flour. I'm going to take 1 cup of Bisquick, just 1 cup. Okay, I've got 1 cup of Bisquick. Let's move this out of the way. To that 1 cup of Bisquick, I'm going to add one cup of milk. 1 cup of milk. To that 1 cup of milk, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of melted butter. And then I'm going to take nutmeg, and we'll put in some fresh nutmeg. Now, if you don't have fresh nutmeg to put into grated and put like this, you can use just regular nutmeg. I'm going to use about maybe an eighth of a teaspoon or 1/4 of a teaspoon, but there's nothing better than fresh grated nutmeg when you're making something. Oh, the smell of that fresh nutmeg is incredible. Okay, we got our nutmeg in there. Then I'm going to stir this mixture up. And this is going to be a very thin mixture. We get it really stirred up really quick. There's nothing better than a peach cobbler with some ice cream after a meal, and especially in the summer times, or if you can get fresh peaches, you can do this with fresh peaches. I used canned peaches, and it was a large can, 29-ounce can of peaches, sliced peaches is what we used. So, okay, the Bisquick, I got a couple of them in there. Okay, that's pretty much done. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit right there for a second. Then I've got my peaches. I drained the peaches, like it's a 29-ounce can. I've got 1 cup of sugar that I'm going to put in here. And I'm going to add this, then I'm going to stir this all up. Bring it all up from the bottom, make sure they all get covered with sugar. Then I've got an 8 by 8 pan. I'm going to take my peaches, and I'm going to spread my peaches into the bottom of my pan, sugar and all. And I'm going to spread those around in the bottom of my pan. It looks good already. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Bisquick mix that I made earlier, and I'm going to pour that right over top of this. Try to pour it evenly, if you can, over top of all of it. Like I said, this is a very simple, quick recipe. I have other ones that are more detailed and take a little bit more time. But if it's something that you need a quick recipe and something you need something to take somewhere, this is great. So I've got my Bisquick on top there. Now, something I do, a lot of people don't do, is I take a little bit of brown sugar and sprinkle on the top. It sort of caramelizes on top of it, and it just gives it an extra hint of flavor. Now, my oven has been preheating for 375, and this is going to go in the oven for about 55 to 60 minutes. When it's done, I'll come back and show you our peach cobbler. Okay, I took our peach cobbler out of the oven. It was in there for about 55 minutes, and it turned out nice and golden brown. So we'll cut an end piece of it here, let you see what it looks like. All we need now, look at that. All we need now is some Cool Whip or a scoop of vanilla ice cream on there. Wow, it's almost like a pudding inside. Oh my goodness, that's delicious. If you want a quick recipe, wow, that is really, really good. Thank you for letting me share this with you, for having me back in your house. Follow me on Facebook and YouTube. I hope you'll try this over the holidays, and I'll be bringing you new things every day. Thanks for your support. It really means a lot to me. You're my friend and my family. Until next time, this is Jim in Mexico. Say, take care of yourself, and God bless.